There is a truth most people do not want to face. The world can easily disturb your peace if you let it. A single comment, a subtle insult, or one negative opinion can stay in your mind for hours, consuming your precious energy. Many people spend their entire lives reacting to everything around them, without realizing that every emotional reaction gives others total control over their state of mind. When someone can control your reaction, they can control you. Real productivity is not about working longer, stressful hours. It is about learning how to align your mind with its natural biological energy. When you enter the flow state, you fully immerse your brain in a single task until external distractions fade away and your efficiency multiplies. This state of peak concentration is not an accidental spark that appears by luck, but a highly trainable mental condition that can be mastered through daily, deliberate habits. By practicing the simple steps of physical grounding, strategic preparation, and environmental defense, you can reclaim your personal power and move through your days with an unshakable, productive momentum. The flow state is a highly optimized mental condition where your brain becomes completely and deeply immersed in the task at hand. When you enter this state, your sense of time naturally disappears, your self-consciousness fades, and you find yourself fully enjoying the challenge of the work. In flow, your focus naturally pushes away all external distractions and emotional negativity, allowing your mind to perform at its absolute best. This optimized state is not a mysterious gift. It is a predictable physical condition that anyone can learn to cultivate. When your brain is in flow, your cognitive processing becomes smooth, quiet, and highly aligned with your objectives. By learning the physical triggers that guide your mind into this centered space, you turn productivity from a stressful chore into a deeply satisfying journey. The truth is that you cannot control time itself, but you have absolute control over where you choose to invest your focus. Since your daily energy and time are strictly limited, your concentration is the single most valuable resource you possess to complete your tasks. When you allow your focus to be scattered across trivial demands, you are actively giving away your personal power. To build real success, you must treat your focus as a precious asset that must be guarded with extreme discipline. If your attention is constantly up for grabs, your work will remain shallow and your progress will stall. Reclaiming your personal influence begins when you take responsibility for where your focus goes in every single hour. Your biological energy is not a flat line that remains completely constant from morning until night. Instead, your physical and mental energy levels naturally fluctuate throughout the day, rising to high peaks and dipping into quiet valleys. Trying to force high-level, creative work during a low-energy phase is a waste of your limited cognitive resources. To master your productivity, you must become deeply self-aware of these daily biological shifts. By identifying exactly when your internal engine is running at full capacity, you can strategically schedule your most challenging work for those peak times. This alignment ensures that you do your best work with the least amount of internal friction. For many people, their sharpest mental energy and highest willpower are concentrated in the early morning hours. During this initial peak, the mind is fresh, distractions from the outside world are low, and the brain has the greatest capacity for deep, analytical thinking. This is the absolute golden hour of your day. Dedicating just 1 hour in the morning to your most critical, high-impact tasks can dramatically accelerate your long-term progress. If you protect this morning window, you ensure that your most important work is completed before the day's distractions arrive. Starting your morning with this clear intention sets a confident tone for the rest of your day. Your voice and your actions function as a direct billboard for the state of your nervous system. When your mind is cluttered with worry, frustration, and anxiety, your physical energy becomes tight, defensive, and easily distracted. To enter a state of deep focus, you must first bring stillness to your internal world. This inner peace acts like a quiet mirror, allowing your thoughts to settle and align with your purpose. When you speak and work from a calm, grounded center, you naturally make smarter decisions and work with greater poise. Stillness in your mind is what produces authority and precision in your work. You cannot expect to maintain a high-level focus if your physical body is running on empty. Many professionals attempt to increase their daily output by cutting back on sleep, skipping meals, or ignoring physical movement. This neglect creates a fragile biological state that makes deep concentration nearly impossible to sustain. Your brain's ability to focus relies entirely on the raw physical fuel you provide. When you prioritize rest, movement, and proper nutrition, you naturally expand your daily cognitive capacity. Treating your physical well-being as a valuable business asset is the foundation of sustainable high performance. When you find yourself under intense professional pressure, your body's natural instinct is to enter a shallow, reactive state of stress. Your breathing becomes rapid, your muscles tighten, and your thoughts begin to scatter in a panic. In this reactive state, your brain cannot enter flow because it is focusing entirely on survival. To break this stress cycle, you must actively calm your nervous system from within. By taking slow, deep, diaphragmatic breaths, you signal to your brain that you are safe and in complete control. This physical grounding lowers your heart rate, relaxes your muscles, and allows your mind to return to a focused, rational space. The transition into deep focus is marked by a physical shift in your brain wave activity. When you are rushing and reacting to notifications, your brain is in a high beta state, which is characterized by stress and distraction. Entering a flow state requires your brain to slide down into alpha and theta waves, where creativity and focus reside. This biological shift cannot happen when your mind is constantly being interrupted. It requires a sustained period of quiet, uninterrupted concentration to allow your thoughts to settle into a deep, creative rhythm. By respecting this neural transition, you make it possible for your brain to produce work of exceptional quality. Your brain has a strict daily limit on its cognitive capacity and decision-making power. Every small decision you make, every notification you check, and every minor worry you carry drains a portion of this finite mental battery. If you waste your morning energy on trivial tasks, you will find yourself mentally exhausted by the afternoon. To guard against cognitive fatigue, you must treat your morning energy as a precious currency that cannot be spent on low-value chores. Keep your mental battery fresh for the tasks that actually move the needle. Recognizing your cognitive limits is the first step toward working with true strategic leverage. Reactivity is a passive state of mind where you let your surrounding environment dictate your actions and emotions. When you live in this survival loop, your day is entirely consumed by urgent emails, sudden interruptions, and other people's expectations. You are constantly putting out fires instead of building your own path. Shifting out of reactive survival requires a deliberate personal decision to take control of your time. You must establish clear boundaries around your focus hours, refusing to let the noise of the world dictate your schedule. Moving from reaction to intention is how you reclaim your life and your professional freedom. The first phase of the daily energy cycle is the foundation of all real productivity, conservation, and generation. You cannot successfully deploy focus if you have not taken the time to generate the raw physical power your brain requires. Conservation means honoring your need for deep recovery, rest, and mental quiet. This phase requires you to establish clear boundaries at the end of your day, stepping away from work stress and digital noise. When you protect your evenings, you allow your body to rebuild its energy reserves for the coming day. True productivity is not a constant sprint. It is a sustainable loop that starts with recovery. The second phase of the cycle is self-awareness, knowing the exact moment your mental energy is at its peak and preparing to act. Raw physical power is completely useless if you do not know how or where to direct it. Many people waste their peak morning energy on trivial tasks, only to find themselves empty when it is time to do real work. Knowing when to deploy means treating your high-energy hours as a highly valuable resource. Before your peak focus window arrives, you must already have a clear, specific plan of execution written down. This preparation ensures that the moment your mental clarity rises, you can step directly into high-impact action. The third phase of the cycle is the active deployment of your energy directly into your most critical objectives. This requires a ruthless prioritization of your tasks, separating the critical 20% that drives your growth from the trivial 80% that simply drains your time. You must channel your full enthusiasm into a single, high-value goal. When you sit down to work during this phase, you must refuse to let administrative chores or minor requests hijack your momentum. Focus your full intelligence on a clear, challenging task and let the rest of the world wait. This targeted application of force is what allows high performers to achieve in hours what others struggle to do in weeks. In the fourth phase of the cycle, you enter the flow state itself, fully immersing your brain in the task until distractions fade. This phase requires a quiet, protected mental space where you are entirely committed to a single activity. You must eliminate all external noise and let your brain build momentum on the work. During total immersion, your mind ceases to worry about past failures or future anxieties, living entirely in the present moment. This deep, undistracted focus is where your highest quality work is produced. By guarding this phase from interruptions, you permit your brain to reach its full creative potential. The fifth phase highlights a truth that many workaholics overlook. Focus is a depletable resource that requires regular recovery. You cannot maintain a peak state of deep concentration indefinitely without eventually experiencing mental fatigue. If you try to push past your brain's limits without resting, your efficiency collapses. To maintain your momentum, you must build regular, strategic breaks into your daily framework. These breaks are not a sign of laziness. They are a necessary tool used to recharge your cognitive battery. Step away from your desk, stretch your body, and let your mind rest before returning to your work. The final phase of the daily energy cycle is the smooth transition that prepares your mind to restart the process tomorrow. Consistent productivity is built on sustainable routines, not on occasional bursts of desperate effort. To ensure your energy remains high day after day, you must close your daily cycle with clear intention. This involves cleaning your workspace, writing down your priorities for tomorrow, and consciously letting go of any pending professional stress. By closing the door on today's work, you clear your mind for a night of deep, restorative conservation. This continuous rotation of focus, action, and recovery is the secret to long-term success. Your cognitive performance is deeply connected to your physical health and dietary habits. Sleep is the primary biological process that cleanses your brain of metabolic waste and consolidates your daily learning. Nutrition, meanwhile, provides the steady glucose levels your brain needs to maintain focus under pressure. When you neglect these basic physical needs, you create immediate mental fog, irritability, and a lack of focus. To perform like a professional, you must treat sleep and nutrition as non-negotiable pillars of your career. When your body is fueled with clean, natural energy, your mind can enter flow with absolute ease. To manage your daily energy effectively, you must learn to identify your body's personal warning signs of exhaustion. Many people ignore these signs, pushing through headaches, physical tension, and a wandering attention span with sheer willpower. This stubbornness only results in sloppy work and physical burnout. Your body's warnings, like sighing, eye strain, or the constant urge to check social media, are signals that your brain has depleted its current focus reserve. When you notice these markers, stop pushing. Instead, take a brief, deliberate break to recover. Respecting your limits is what keeps your performance sharp and sustainable. Many high achievers fall into a destructive cycle of working with intense, frantic energy until they completely collapse. This erratic pattern of panic and burnout is highly damaging to both your mental health and your professional reputation. It suggests that your daily work is controlled by crisis rather than strategy. Breaking this cycle requires you to transition from a frantic, high-pressure output to a steady, predictable rhythm of work and rest. By structuring your day around manageable focus blocks and strategic recharges, you protect your peace. Consistency will always outperform occasional intensity over the long run. To truly align your work with your biology, you must take active responsibility to track your personal energy cycles. For 1 week, keep a simple log where you rate your energy levels and mental focus every 2 hours. This raw data will quickly reveal your unique daily patterns of peak performance and natural decline. Once you understand your personal energy map, you can redesign your schedule with absolute strategic precision. Guard your peak hours for your most demanding, creative work, and group your administrative chores for your low-energy phases. Logging your energy is how you become the master of your daily productivity. One of the most common productivity myths is the belief that you must wait until you feel inspired before you can start working. Many people use a lack of immediate motivation as a polite excuse to procrastinate on their goals. They treat inspiration as a magic spark that must appear before action can take place. The truth is that motivation does not work this way. Motivation is actually a product of action, not the cause of it. When you force yourself to take the first, small physical step, your brain naturally begins to engage and the work feels easier. Stop waiting for perfect feelings, start working, and let the inspiration catch up. Establishing daily routines is the most reliable way to make deep focus a consistent, automatic habit. When you work at the same time and place every day, you build a powerful physical association in your brain. This consistency removes the daily stress of deciding when and where you will begin your tasks. A structured routine acts like a predictable track that guides your mind directly into a productive state. It eliminates the mental friction of starting, allowing your cognitive resources to focus entirely on execution. By making focus a standard part of your lifestyle, you build a steady momentum. Your physical environment has a massive psychological impact on your ability to concentrate. When you constantly change your workspace, working from your bed one day and a busy kitchen the next, your mind remains alert and distracted. Your brain must waste valuable energy adapting to each new environment. By dedicating a specific desk or room solely for deep, focused work, you create a powerful cognitive trigger. Your brain learns that when you sit in this specific chair, it is time to silence distractions and enter flow. This physical consistency is an elegant way to prime your mind for instant concentration. Before you begin a high-stakes focus block, you can use a simple meditative ritual to prepare your mind. Dedicate just 3 minutes to close your eyes, take slow, deep breaths, and clarify your specific intention for the task. This silent ritual acts like a mental bridge, transitioning your nervous system from daily chaos to quiet focus. This trigger helps you let go of any lingering professional stress, unread emails, or distracting thoughts. It quietens the emotional noise in your mind, allowing your cognitive capacity to gather around a single goal. Entering your work through a meditative pause ensures you deliver your best effort. To transition your brain from a state of scattered awareness to deep, focused immersion, you must create a clear physical starting line. This transition could be as simple as clearing your desk, pouring a cup of tea, or opening a specific document. These small physical actions signal to your mind that the focus block has officially begun. By repeating these actions consistently, you train your brain to respond to them as focus triggers. The mental resistance of starting begins to fade, replaced by a quiet readiness to work. Activating a clear cognitive transition is how you make the starting line of your tasks effortless. Audio anchors, such as instrumental music, binaural beats, or white noise, are highly effective tools for locking in your focus. Music with lyrics often acts as a distraction, as your brain naturally tries to process the language. But steady, non-verbal tracks create a consistent auditory shield that blocks out background noise. When you wear headphones and play the same focus playlist every time you work, you reinforce a powerful cognitive habit. The music becomes an auditory trigger that instantly settles your mind and guides you into flow. Audio anchors are a simple, highly portable way to carry your focus environment with you anywhere. One of the most common ways people self-sabotage their focus is by starting a task without having their tools ready. The moment you must stop your work to search for a file, find a notebook, or grab a charger, your flow state is broken. This interruption forces your brain to waste energy restarting its cognitive momentum. To prevent this, you must spend 5 minutes preparing your physical and digital workspace before you begin. Open only the tabs you need, lay out your tools, and ensure your devices are fully charged. This simple habit of preparation ensures that your immersion remains smooth and uninterrupted. When a task feels massive or complex, the starting line can create an overwhelming amount of mental friction. To overcome this hesitation, you should spend a minute mentally rehearsing the very first, simple step you need to take. Do not focus on the entire project. Focus only on writing the first sentence or opening the spreadsheet. By shrinking your immediate goal, you remove the fear of failure and the anxiety of the unknown. Your brain stops viewing the task as a threat and begins to focus on the immediate physical action. Rehearsing the first step is how you turn hesitation into rapid, productive movement. Entering a flow state is not like flipping a switch, it is a gradual transition that requires time and patience. When you first sit down to work, your mind will naturally remain busy with lingering thoughts, worries, and distractions. Many people give up during this initial phase, assuming they cannot focus today. You must understand that this initial resistance is a normal part of the cognitive process. Commit to staying in your chair and working through the initial clutter for just 15 minutes. As your brain adapts to the quiet, the mental noise will naturally fade, and you will slide smoothly into flow. To build a highly productive day, always start your routine with a simple, achievable task that builds immediate momentum. When you check an easy priority off your list first thing, you trigger a natural release of dopamine in your brain. This success boosts your confidence and makes you eager to tackle the next challenge. Do not start your day by staring at your most complex, overwhelming project, which can easily trigger hesitation. Build a solid foundation of momentum through small, consistent wins. This steady progress is what prepares your mind to take on your biggest priorities with absolute authority. The constant buzz and flash of digital notifications is a modern epidemic that quietly destroys your cognitive performance. Each time your phone rings or an email pop-up appears on your screen, your attention is instantly hijacked. You are pulled out of your work and forced into a reactive state of mind. These constant digital interruptions act as a massive drain on your mental energy, preventing your brain from ever reaching flow. To protect your productivity, you must take active responsibility to manage your digital environment. Silencing notifications is not a luxury, it is a non-negotiable requirement for deep focus. To build a powerful professional output, you must learn to build a protective wall around your workspace. Your attention is too valuable to be left open to every passing noise, chatty colleague, or casual visitor. You must make a conscious decision to shut out the external world during your focus hours. This means putting your phone on silent, closing your email tab, and letting those around you know that you are currently unavailable. When you physically eliminate these friction points, you create a clean space where your brain can think with absolute clarity. Stillness in your environment produces power in your work. Noise-canceling headphones are one of the most effective physical tools you can use to protect your mental focus. In a busy office or home environment, background noise is a constant threat that forces your brain to work harder to stay concentrated. Wearing headphones creates an immediate, silent sanctuary for your thoughts. Even if you do not play music, the physical act of putting on headphones serves as a clear visual signal to others. It lets the room know that you are currently in a deep focus block and should not be interrupted for trivial matters. Wearing headphones is how you establish a quiet boundary in any chaotic space. A cluttered, messy desk is a constant source of quiet mental distraction for your brain. Every scattered piece of paper, unused tool, or dirty cup on your workspace acts like a visual notification, reminding you of unfinished tasks and chores. This visual noise slowly drains your focus and increases your stress. Before you begin your deep work, take 2 minutes to clear your desk of everything except the immediate tools you need. A clean physical space naturally promotes a calm, organized, and focused mind. By keeping your workspace minimal, you ensure your full attention is directed at your primary objective. Just as physical clutter distracts your eyes, digital clutter in your web browser quietly distracts your brain. Staring at 20 open tabs, filled with unread articles, pending emails, and social media feeds, creates constant mental friction. Each open tab invites your mind to wander away from the task at hand. Before you start a focus block, close every single tab that does not directly support the immediate task. If you must keep them for later, save them in a folder out of sight. Keeping your digital screen clean and minimal is how you protect your cognitive energy for high-impact execution. Human interruptions are one of the most common and destructive flow killers in the modern workplace. The moment a colleague stops by your desk to ask a quick question, your train of thought is shattered, and your momentum is completely lost. It can take up to 20 minutes to regain your original state of focus. To prevent this, you must learn to handle human interruptions with polite, calm authority. Use clear statements like, "I am in a deep focus block right now, but I will be free to help you at 2 o'clock." Establishing this professional boundary shows that you respect both your time and their needs. Grounded boundaries are not aggressive or rude. They are a profound sign of professional self-respect and clarity. When you do not actively protect your schedule, you are letting others decide how you spend your energy. You become a victim of everyone else's urgent demands and minor crises. You must communicate your focus hours clearly to your team, ensuring they know when you are available and when you are offline. When people see that you consistently protect your focus, they naturally learn to respect your boundaries. Reclaiming your schedule is how you build a reputation as a highly capable leader. Cognitive fragmentation happens when your attention is constantly broken and scattered across different tasks throughout your day. When you try to write a report while replying to chat messages and checking emails, your brain is in a state of chronic overload. This task switching rapidly drains your energy. You find yourself feeling exhausted at the end of the day, yet realizing you have completed very little actual, high-value work. To prevent this fatigue, you must commit to protecting your focus from fragmentation. Dedicate single, uninterrupted blocks of time to single tasks, and do them with absolute depth. Every professional should identify their single most energetic hour of the day and guard it like gold. This is your prime focus hour, the window when your brain is running at its absolute highest capacity. This precious time must never be wasted on routine meetings, administrative chores, or casual conversations. Block this hour out on your calendar daily and use it exclusively for your most challenging, creative, and high-impact work. Refuse to let any external distraction penetrate this golden window. Protecting your prime focus hour is the single fastest way to multiply your daily productivity and success. Strategic ignoring is not a passive act of avoidance. It is an active, conscious choice that demonstrates supreme self-control. It is the understanding that your focus is a limited, high-value resource that must only be spent on things that create real growth. When you ignore a distraction, you keep your mental garden clear of weeds. This control allows you to remain calm and steady while others are losing their composure around you. You are no longer rattled by every minor disagreement or disturbed by every passing critic. By keeping your attention firmly centered on your own path, you stay the master of your own life. We live in a highly chaotic and overstimulated world where everyone is aggressively competing to capture your attention. In this environment, your ability to focus deeply on a single task is nothing short of a quiet superpower. It is the defining skill that separates the true professional from the distracted amateur. When you possess a strong, disciplined focus, you can cut through the noise of the crowd and produce work of exceptional quality. Your ideas carry more weight, your decisions are more precise, and your presence commands deep respect. Your focus is your power, guard it with extreme discipline. One of the most destructive habits of a reactive mind is the constant, internal replay of negative events in our thoughts. A small disagreement or criticism can stay with you for hours, as your mind replays the conversation again and again. This constant replay is a massive waste of attention currency that produces nothing but stress. It keeps the conflict alive in your thoughts long after the actual event has ended, stealing your productivity and focus. By choosing to ignore the provocation immediately, you prevent this cycle from ever beginning. You keep your mind quiet, fresh, and fully available for your work. Distractions, drama, and digital noise are like fires that require a constant supply of attention and emotional reaction to survive. When you keep checking your notifications, replying to minor criticisms, and entering petty debates, you are blowing oxygen onto the spark. This reaction keeps the noise alive. But when you choose to meet distractions with a calm, unbothered silence, you starve them of their fuel. The drama and the urge to check out lose their energy and quietly fade away on their own. Starving your distractions is how you maintain a clean, quiet, and highly focused mental environment. Not every disagreement is worth your presence, and not every critic deserves a response from you. Wisdom begins when you realize that many battles in life are simply distractions designed to drain your focus and tilt your balance. You must learn to select your battles with extreme discipline. Before you engage in any conflict or debate, ask yourself whether the situation truly matters to your long-term success and growth. If the answer is no, you must choose to stay out of the conflict and let it pass. Saving your energy for the battles that actually matter is how you achieve real, lasting results. Walking away from a toxic situation, an aggressive provocation, or a circular argument is a powerful demonstration of absolute self-control. It shows that you value your peace of mind and your attention currency far too much to waste them on useless drama. Walking away is an act of supreme dignity and wisdom. It communicates to the other party that their negativity has no power to disrupt your state of mind or pull you into their chaotic frequency. You leave the situation with your self-respect intact, keeping your thoughts clear and focused. Walking away is a strategic move that signals absolute self-command. When you stop spending your precious attention currency on distractions and negative opinions, you naturally free up immense mental space. You can choose to invest this newly reclaimed focus into learning valuable skills, building successful habits, and working on your goals. This mindfulness is how you build a life of genuine success. Keep your eyes firmly on your own vision, and refuse to let the noise of the crowd distract you from your path. The most successful people are those who walk their path with quiet, unwavering discipline. Your focus is your power. Invest it wisely in your own growth. Procrastination is not a sign of laziness or a lack of talent. It is a destructive habit born from emotional resistance and silent mental barriers. Most people avoid their tasks because the work feels too heavy, unclear, or overwhelming in their heads. They allow this immediate discomfort to control their actions, postponing necessary work for temporary ease. To defeat this habit, you must first understand the true nature of your resistance. Procrastination is often triggered by a fear of failure, a lack of clear direction, or an overwhelming workload. Once you identify the specific barrier holding you back, you can apply practical, targeted strategies to break the cycle and reclaim momentum. The first and most common trigger of procrastination is a lack of absolute clarity regarding your next step. When you write down a vague priority like work on marketing, your brain does not know where to focus or what tool to open first. This uncertainty creates immediate mental friction, causing you to default to easy, trivial activities. To overcome this hesitation, you must define your tasks with absolute, sharp precision. Break your priorities down until you know exactly what action is required to complete them and what files you need to open. If a task is still unclear, take active responsibility to gather more information, ask your supervisors for direction, or search online for better approaches. A massive mistake that many professionals make is waiting until they feel motivated before they start working on their goals. They believe that motivation is an initial spark that must appear before any physical action can take place, using their temporary lack of enthusiasm as a polite excuse to postpone their work. This passive mindset keeps them locked in a cycle of hesitation, as they allow their immediate discomfort to dictate their daily productivity. The truth is that waiting for a perfect emotional state is a trap that only leads to chronic procrastination and wasted energy. True masters of focus understand that motivation does not precede action. Instead, motivation is a direct result of action. The moment you force yourself to take the first small physical step on a task, your brain begins to engage, and the mental resistance begins to fade. This initial movement triggers a natural flow of focus and enthusiasm, making the rest of the work feel significantly easier. Stop waiting for the perfect feeling to strike, commit to your starting ritual, and let your momentum generate the energy you need to complete your goals. When you look at a major project or long-term objective as a single massive mountain, your mind easily becomes overwhelmed by the sheer scale of the work. This heavy mental workload creates immediate anxiety and fatigue before you even begin, making it highly tempting to avoid the task entirely. Trying to tackle a complex goal without a clear plan of execution is a recipe for procrastination and cognitive overload. Your brain naturally retreats to easy, trivial distractions because it does not know where to direct its current energy. To eliminate this friction, you must practice the discipline of breaking large tasks into small, manageable parts. Take your primary goal and divide it into clear daily steps, such as completing an outline, drafting a single section, or organizing your data. When you shrink the step, you eliminate the mental barrier and make it incredibly easy to start taking action today. This systematic approach allows you to track your progress and stay motivated by experiencing small, consistent successes throughout your journey. The fear of not performing a task well or making mistakes is a powerful emotional barrier that keeps many professionals frozen in hesitation. They worry that if their output is not perfect, they will face failure, judgment, or rejection from their peers. This deep anxiety causes them to delay starting their work, hoping that some future moment will bring better conditions or greater skill. This desire for perfectionism is actually a form of self-sabotage that drains your daily confidence and stalls your growth. You must accept that anything you create can always be improved later, and that mistakes are simply a natural part of the learning process. Acknowledge your fear of failure, but refuse to let it dictate your physical actions. Complete the task anyway. It is far better to deliver a finished, average draft that can be polished than to produce nothing at all out of a fear of being imperfect. Releasing the need for immediate perfection is what allows your mind to enter a relaxed, focused state of flow. A cluttered mind is an anxious mind, and when you try to keep all of your tasks, ideas, and daily responsibilities in your head, you create an exhausting mental workload. This internal chaos quietly drains your cognitive energy and makes it difficult to focus on any single task with clarity. Your brain becomes overwhelmed by the pressure of remembering everything, leading to immediate stress and distraction. To regain control over your focus, you must actively clear this mental heavy load. Take time daily to write down every single task you need to complete, transferring your workload from your head onto paper. Once your responsibilities are visible, you can allocate specific time blocks for each task and prioritize them systematically. This simple act of writing brings immediate order to your mind, freeing up your mental battery for deep concentration. By externalizing your tasks, you create the quiet mental environment required to fully immerse yourself in your work. To build a highly productive day, you must avoid the trap of tackling your workload in a random, disorganized order. When you do not categorize your tasks, you risk wasting your peak morning energy on simple administrative chores while saving difficult work for when you are exhausted. This mismatch creates extreme frustration and mental fatigue, causing your focus to collapse before the day is over. Managing your cognitive resources requires a strategic approach to your daily schedule. Take time to categorize your pending tasks systematically from easy to difficult. Schedule your most demanding, complex, and high-impact work for your peak energy phases, when your mind is fresh and distractions are low. Conversely, save your simpler, more routine tasks for those times when your mental energy naturally declines. Matching the difficulty of the task to your current state of mind is how you maintain a steady, efficient flow throughout your day. The phrase "I do not have time" is one of the most common limiting beliefs used to avoid personal responsibility. When you constantly repeat this statement, you are silently admitting that you lack control over your own life, choices, and daily schedule. This limited mindset is often a polite excuse used to cover up a lack of motivation, laziness, or a refusal to face challenging work. As long as you believe that your hours are controlled by external forces, you will remain trapped in a state of reaction. To reclaim your personal power, you must ruthlessly eliminate this weak mindset and adopt more empowering language. Instead of claiming you lack time, use honest statements like, "I have a lot of work right now, but as soon as I finish my pending priorities, I will make time for this." This simple shift in vocabulary instantly restores your personal authority, reminding you that you choose where your focus belongs. Reclaiming your schedule is the ultimate foundation of self-command. You cannot expect to manage your focus effectively until you develop a deep self-awareness of how you spend your hours. Many professionals believe they are working hard all day, yet they fail to realize how much energy they lose to unproductive activities. They spend their days reacting to digital noise, scrolling through social media, or endlessly organizing files under the illusion of being productive. These hidden leaks quietly consume their best focus hours, leaving them mentally bankrupt. By actively tracking how you spend your time, you bring these unproductive habits into the light. Pay close attention to where your attention goes, identify your personal distractions, and take deliberate action to cut them out. This self-awareness allows you to regain control over your day and accept personal responsibility for your results. When you stop leaking your attention currency, you naturally create the mental quiet needed for deep flow. One of the fastest ways to save valuable time and multiply your productivity is to stop trying to figure out everything by yourself. Many people waste hours of energy struggling with unfamiliar tasks or complex technical systems through trial and error. This stubborn isolation drains their cognitive battery and keeps them from focusing on their core strengths. True efficiency requires you to seek out smart ways to accelerate your progress. To shorten your learning curve, actively seek help and leverage the experience of others. Watch structured video tutorials, study the fundamentals of your craft, or hire a professional coach to guide you. Investing in your growth allows you to master new skills quickly, saving you years of wasted time and frustration. By learning the correct steps before you begin, you ensure your execution remains smooth and highly effective. In a world obsessed with sophisticated software and digital organization apps, it is easy to fall into the trap of overcomplicating your productivity. Many professionals spend hours tweaking their digital tools, organizing color-coded files, and setting up complex calendars. This behavior creates a dangerous illusion of progress while actually distracting you from doing the real, hard work. Complex digital systems often become sources of procrastination, inviting you to organize rather than execute. To build a sustainable flow state, you must prioritize simplicity in your planning tools. True productivity does not require advanced technology. It requires absolute clarity and focus on your daily priorities. By keeping your tools minimal and straightforward, you protect your brain from unnecessary decision fatigue. Strip away the digital noise and focus entirely on building a clean, distraction-free environment where your mind can settle. The most effective and reliable productivity system remains a simple pen and paper. A physical notebook provides a quiet, distraction-free space where you can clarify your thoughts and write with absolute intention. When you write by hand, you are forced to slow down, filter your priorities, and focus entirely on what truly matters. There are no sudden notifications or tempting browser tabs to hijack your attention currency. Using a pen and paper allows you to map out your daily goals and systematically check them off as you complete them. This raw, simple method keeps your planning system clean and easy to maintain over the long term. By protecting your mind from the friction of digital interfaces, you preserve your cognitive energy for the actual work of building your life. Keep your system raw, simple, and completely focused on execution. When building a planning routine, many people fail because they attempt to implement a perfect, highly complex schedule from day one. This overcomplication creates immediate mental resistance, making the routine difficult to maintain and leading to frustration. The secret to long-term productivity is to start with a very straightforward system and allow it to evolve naturally. Focus first on the most basic levels, removing distractions and defining your main objectives. Begin your day by creating a simple to-do list and a clear time framework for your tasks. Schedule your most essential work for your peak energy hours, and group your administrative chores together for your low-energy phases. As these basic habits become automatic, you can gradually revise and improve your system to match your growing productivity. Starting simple is how you build a reliable structure that lasts. Genuinely productive individuals do not work simply to stay busy. They ensure that their daily actions are deeply aligned with their long-term goals and personal philosophy. If you spend your days executing tasks that do not connect to your vision, you will naturally experience boredom and resistance. This lack of purpose makes it incredibly difficult to concentrate, leading to procrastination and mental fatigue. True flow requires your work to have meaning. Before you commit to a project, ask yourself, if I continue doing this task today, will my career and life be successful 5 or 10 years from now? Aligning your daily work with your core values, such as freedom, growth, or creativity, gives you a deep sense of direction. This alignment removes the internal conflict from your mind, allowing you to invest your energy with absolute confidence and joy. To enter a flow state consistently, you must find ways to unleash your passion within your daily responsibilities. When you engage in activities that you genuinely enjoy and that utilize your natural strengths, focus becomes effortless. Your brain naturally pushes away distractions because it is excited and deeply interested in the challenge of the work. Passion is the ultimate fuel that keeps your mind active and alert. Ensure that your target daily tasks are exciting enough that you do not get bored while executing them. Identify your unique abilities, and look for opportunities to apply them to your projects. When your work aligns with what makes you feel alive, you naturally step out of your comfort zone and produce results of exceptional quality. Passion transforms routine effort into an energetic performance. Without a clear, long-term vision, your daily actions quickly become scattered, and your focus loses its direction. You find yourself reacting to immediate demands, spending your valuable attention currency on trivial activities that add no real value to your life. Defining your long-term goals acts like a permanent compass, guiding your daily execution and helping you identify your true priorities. Take time to project what you want to become in the future, and design a clear path to make that vision a reality. Let this future model guide your current daily decisions, ensuring that every task you perform contributes to your ultimate success. When you possess a clear destination, your daily work becomes purposeful, and your motivation remains unshakable. The clarity of your daily targets has a massive impact on your brain's ability to settle into deep focus. When your objectives are vague or dry, your mind naturally experiences hesitation, and you easily default to easy distractions. Selecting exciting, concrete targets is how you spark immediate interest and focus in your mind. You must know exactly where to direct your energy. Frame your daily tasks so they are specific, challenging, and directly aligned with your values. When you sit down with a clear and exciting target, your brain immediately recognizes the value of the work and prepares to act. This preparation eliminates starting friction, allowing you to slide smoothly into a productive flow state. Real personal growth and professional mastery cannot happen when you only perform easy, familiar tasks. Staying inside your comfort zone leads to boredom and stagnation, which quietly drains your enthusiasm and kills your productivity. To unleash your full potential, you must actively seek out tasks that force you to challenge yourself and try something new. Embrace difficult challenges as valuable opportunities to learn more about your strengths and abilities. When you step out of your comfort zone, your brain enters an active, highly focused state of learning and growth. This healthy challenge is one of the primary triggers of the flow state, keeping your mind fully engaged and alert. Many professionals fall into the trap of treating their daily routine as a rigid, unchangeable script. When their circumstances change or unexpected problems arise, they struggle to adapt, leading to intense frustration and stress. To maintain a consistent flow state, you must have the humility and flexibility to adjust your productivity system. Your framework must always align with your current reality. Regularly audit your routine, and make necessary adjustments based on your progress and energy levels. If a specific planning tool or habit is no longer serving your goals, let it go and look for a better approach. Allowing your system to grow as you advance is how you keep your daily work smooth, efficient, and highly productive. Productivity is not built on occasional bursts of intense effort. It is built on the unshakable foundation of daily consistency. What you choose to do every single day matters infinitely more than what you do once in a while. When you show up and practice your skills daily, you build an unshakable momentum that slowly transforms your reality. Consistency is the only bridge that connects your goals to real-world success. Commit to taking small, consistent steps daily toward your objectives, refusing to let temporary setbacks stop your progress. Over time, these small actions accumulate gradually, creating massive progress that will amaze you. By making focus a relentless daily habit, you ensure your journey remains sustainable, fulfilling, and highly successful. The only space where real action, growth, and progress can actually happen is the present moment. Many people misuse their minds by letting their thoughts drift away to past regrets or future anxieties, leaving them with no energy for the task in front of them. To master your time, you must focus entirely on the present, being clear about what you want to accomplish today. You must treat each day as your micro-life, a self-contained, complete life that builds your larger macro-life. If you spend your micro-life on trivial tasks and emotional reactions, that day becomes meaningless. But when you strengthen your intentions and focus entirely on the present, you ensure that every single day contributes to your long-term success. Carrying old mistakes, failures, and regrets in your mind is a highly destructive habit that quietly limits your current productivity. When you allow your thoughts to dwell on past events, you are using a negative mental model to predict your future. This self-pity drains your mental energy, leaving you too exhausted to focus on your current opportunities. To reclaim your focus, you must actively separate your past and present selves, forgiving yourself for old mistakes and letting go of painful memories. Use the lessons from your past to strengthen yourself, but refuse to let those old events define your current reality. By clearing your mind of old clutter, you create the quiet space needed to plan your future with clarity. To build a highly successful life, you must have the courage to project what you want to become in the years ahead. Visualizing your long-term goals and future identity is a powerful way to generate natural excitement and motivation today. It gives your mind a clear target to move toward, making your daily actions highly purposeful. Once you have defined your future self, plan your daily actions specifically to make that vision a reality. Let your long-term goals serve as the ultimate filter for your current decisions, ensuring that you invest your hours only where it produces real growth. Projecting your future self is how you turn dreams into consistent physical progress. Worrying about potential future problems, failure, or negative opinions is a massive drain on your daily mental energy. This anxiety keeps your nervous system in a state of chronic stress, making it nearly impossible for your brain to relax into a flow state. To protect your focus, you must learn to actively eliminate future worries. Instead of worrying, focus on practical preparation, anticipate potential obstacles, and have clear, alternative solutions ready in advance. Once your plan is complete, stop overthinking and start taking action on your goals with confidence. Transforming passive worry into active, structured preparation is how you maintain a calm and steady mind. A common productivity pitfall is giving yourself too much time to complete a project, which naturally invites hesitation and procrastination. When timelines are endless, your focus becomes scattered, and your energy loses its momentum. To push yourself forward and make rapid progress, you should utilize a structured 90-day period. 3 months is the perfect time frame to achieve a specific, high-value goal without experiencing burnout. Stop postponing your start date. Instead, push yourself to begin today and treat your current work with a healthy sense of urgency. This focused, 90-day sprint is how you build a powerful momentum and achieve outstanding results. Long, distant deadlines are the enemy of consistent productivity, as they encourage you to delay action until the last minute. To maintain a steady flow of focus, you must break your long-term goals down and set frequent daily deadlines. This tactical approach keeps your mind sharp and forces you to stay disciplined. By accomplishing small, specific tasks daily, such as completing a single page or finishing one calculation, you build a steady sense of achievement. These small successes keep you highly motivated and prevent you from feeling overwhelmed by the project's scale. Frequent deadlines ensure that your daily work moves with constant purpose. Jumping back and forth between completely different activities is a massive momentum killer that rapidly exhausts your brain. Each transition requires your mind to waste valuable cognitive energy adjusting to the new task, leaving you mentally fragmented. To protect your focus, you must practice the strategy of grouping similar tasks together. Dedicate specific blocks of time to specific types of work, such as replying to all emails at once, doing all creative writing in one block, or making all phone calls consecutively. Use a systematic checklist to guide your work and ensure you do not get distracted. Batching your tasks is how you build a smooth, uninterrupted cognitive momentum. Your time and daily energy are non-renewable assets that must be managed and stored with extreme wisdom. Many people waste their valuable focus on low-value, trivial activities under the illusion of being busy. This neglect leaves them mentally bankrupt and unable to work on their true priorities. To build real success, you must become a smart consumer of your daily hours, refusing to spend your energy on distractions. Guard your focus carefully, and invest your mind only where it produces a positive, meaningful return for your future. Saving your energy for what truly matters is how you achieve long-term professional mastery. A highly strategic way to multiply your productivity is to learn how to use money to save and buy back your valuable time. Many professionals waste hours trying to handle every single task themselves, even when the activity is outside their core strengths. This stubborn habit drains their energy and limits their career growth. When you use your financial resources to outsource, delegate, or seek help, you instantly free up immense mental space. This leverage allows you to focus your energy entirely on high-value, meaningful activities that generate real progress. Reclaiming your time through strategic investment is how you accelerate your path to success. To multiply your time and boost your daily efficiency, you must continuously invest in improving your existing skills. When you are highly competent at your craft, tasks that once felt difficult and took hours to complete naturally become fast and effortless. Competence is the ultimate catalyst for a smooth flow state. Identify the key skills required for your career, and dedicate regular time to enhancing them through practice or structured courses. Learning how to use your professional tools more effectively is how you shorten your daily workload. Investing in your capability is the smartest way to expand your options and secure your future. The 80-20 principle is one of the most powerful leverage tools in professional time management. It states that 80% of your desired results will naturally come from just 20% of your daily actions and efforts. The rest of your workload is often just noise that consumes your time without driving real progress. Analyze your projects and locate the high-leverage actions that fall within this critical 20%. Prioritize these tasks ruthlessly, and dedicate your peak energy blocks to executing them with absolute excellence. By focusing your mind on what truly moves the needle, you multiply your results while conserving your energy. Entering a state of deep focus is near impossible in an environment where you are constantly interrupted by your surroundings. Every time someone stops by your desk or asks a casual question, your train of thought is shattered, and your momentum is completely lost. It can take up to 20 minutes of hard effort just to regain your original concentration. To protect your productivity, you must make a conscious decision to eliminate all workspace interruptions during your focus hours. Silence your phone, close your office door, and wear noise-canceling headphones to signal to others that you are offline. Creating this physical sanctuary is what allows your mind to settle into deep work. The constant urge to check notifications, emails, and social media is a modern addiction that quietly ruins your daily focus. Each time your phone flashes or a notification pops up, your attention is instantly hijacked, pulling you into a reactive state of mind. This digital noise drains your cognitive battery and crowds your mind with unnecessary clutter. To maintain an unshakable flow state, you must actively control this notification urge. Turn off all non-essential alerts, close your email browser, and keep your phone completely out of sight during your focus blocks. Ruthlessly guarding your screen from digital distractions is how you reclaim ownership of your mental space. Not all tasks on your to-do list are created equal, and true productivity requires you to identify the right task before you begin working. Many professionals waste their sharpest morning energy on simple administrative chores under the false illusion of being productive. This habit leaves them mentally exhausted when it is time to tackle their core goals. Analyze your daily workload, and locate the single task that carries the greatest long-term weight for your success. This high-impact objective is what deserves your peak focus and undivided attention. By focusing on the right task first, you ensure that your energy yields the highest possible return for your growth. Deep focus and cognitive immersion require a substantial, uninterrupted window of time to take root in your brain. When you attempt to work in tiny, fragmented blocks of 10 or 15 minutes, your mind never has the chance to settle into flow. You must establish a dedicated focus block to achieve real depth. Commit to focusing on your high-impact task for at least 45 minutes continuously without any interruptions. This uninterrupted block is the critical threshold that allows your brain to transition past starting friction and enter a peak state of performance. Guarding this window is the key to producing exceptional, high-quality work. Like any physical muscle, your ability to concentrate deeply must be trained and strengthened through daily, deliberate exercise. Many people give up too quickly when they sit down to work, assuming they cannot focus because their thoughts naturally wander. They allow their immediate restlessness to drive them back to easy distractions. To build a powerful mind, you must practice the discipline of intense concentration daily. When the urge to check your phone or switch tasks arises, acknowledge the distraction, but gently force your attention back to your work. Over time, this conscious effort retrains your brain, making deep focus your natural, default state. Many people make the critical mistake of starting their day by working on simple, low-value tasks like organizing files or replying to casual chats. This reactive habit drains their fresh energy reserves, leaving them with very little cognitive power for their core responsibilities. They waste their best focus hours on activities that have no real impact. To protect your productivity, you must commit to avoiding these trivial tasks at the beginning of your day. Force yourself to sit down and tackle your highest priority first, when your mind is fresh and alert. Keeping your morning free of low-value noise is the first step toward working with true authority. Spending your days on trivial activities, like endless social media scrolling, watching entertainment, or over-organizing files, is a dangerous habit that quietly ruins your potential. These activities are designed to feel comfortable and fun, but they offer no real value for your career or your life. They slowly steal your hours and postpone your success. To reclaim your life, you must make a conscious decision to move beyond these trivial distractions. Stop giving your best focus away to platforms that compete for your attention currency. Instead, choose to channel your energy into challenging, value-adding activities that build your skills and improve your health. When you are working on a massive, long-term goal, it is easy to lose motivation because the final reward feels too distant. To keep your enthusiasm high, you must learn to stay motivated by focusing on small successes. This psychological shift turns a heavy, daunting project into an exciting daily journey. Break your objectives down, and use a systematic checklist to track your daily progress. Each time you check off a small task, you celebrate a minor win that reinforces your confidence and momentum. Harnessing the power of small successes is how you maintain a positive, focused mindset over the long haul. The ultimate gateway to consistent flow is the implementation of a predictable, grounded work routine. Do not wait for accidental motivation or perfect conditions to strike. Instead, commit to working at the same time and place every single day. This consistency signals to your brain that it is time to focus. Combine your schedule with simple focus triggers, such as clearing your desk, wearing your headphones, or meditating before you begin. By establishing these daily rituals, you remove the starting friction from your work. A grounded routine is what transforms focus from a stressful effort into an automatic habit. In a digital era where rapid, short-form content dominates our daily lives, our collective attention spans have become highly fragmented and weak. Many people find it difficult to concentrate on a single task for more than a few minutes because their brains are trained to seek constant stimulation. To enter flow, you must actively rebuild your cognitive strength. One of the most effective ways to train your focus muscle is the slow, deliberate practice of reading books. When you read, you force your brain to follow a complex narrative and hold focus without the visual noise of notifications. Reading challenging books regularly is how you rebuild your cognitive capacity and strengthen your attention span. Many people have developed a deep fear of silence and boredom, reaching for their phones the exact second they experience a quiet moment. This constant search for digital stimulation keeps the nervous system in a state of chronic excitement and distraction. Your brain never gets a chance to rest, process information, or settle. To restore your mental clarity, you must learn to actively embrace the value of quiet boredom. Intentionally allow yourself to sit in silence without checking your devices or consuming media. This deliberate pause acts like a reset button for your mind, lowering your stress and preparing your brain to enter a deep state of flow. Your ability to enter a flow state can be trained outside of your professional work by engaging in creative hobbies that you genuinely enjoy. When you lose track of time while working on a hobby, you are experiencing the flow state in its purest form. This activity teaches your brain what total focus feels like. Whether it is painting, playing an instrument, writing, or practicing a physical sport, choose a hobby that demands your full attention. Engaging in these activities provides an emotional release that reduces stress and recharges your mental battery. Developing a focused hobby is a highly enjoyable way to sharpen your daily concentration. A major obstacle to consistent productivity is the stubborn belief that you must carry every single professional responsibility alone. When you refuse to delegate or ask for help, you end up overwhelmed by a massive mountain of minor tasks. This cognitive overload leaves you too exhausted to focus on your high-value goals. To multiply your time and protect your focus, you must practice the discipline of seeking help. Delegate administrative tasks, build a supportive team, and ask experienced colleagues for guidance when you struggle. Sharing the workload allows you to keep your mind completely clear for the activities where you add the most value. True professional excellence is not built on temporary trends, flashy tricks, or quick shortcuts. It is built on adopting a mastery mindset, which requires you to show up daily and respect the fundamentals of your craft. A master does not run away from routine, they embrace it as the pathway to skill. Adopting a mastery mindset means focusing on 3 core pillars: mastering repetition, mastering the fundamentals, and being always ready to learn. Practice your basic skills daily until they become completely automatic and instinctual. When you treat the basics like gold, you build an unshakable foundation for lifetime success. A stagnant mind quickly loses its competitive edge, its cognitive sharpness, and its capacity for deep focus. When you stop learning, your work becomes repetitive and boring, leading to mental fatigue and procrastination. True productivity requires you to maintain a state of continuous growth and curiosity. Being ready to learn continuously is highly beneficial, as it gives you a constant opportunity to expand your skills and progress in your career. Read books, watch tutorials, and seek new knowledge daily to keep your mind active. Keeping your brain challenged is how you ensure you can always enter flow with ease. At the very heart of all productivity and self-command is the personal decision to take full responsibility for your life and your choices. It is very easy to blame outside circumstances, difficult environments, or a lack of time for your lack of progress. But as long as you act like a victim, you will remain trapped in reaction. Recognize that you are the ultimate master of your own focus and time, and that you choose where your energy belongs. Stop making excuses for procrastination, and take active responsibility to design a lifestyle that supports your goals. Taking responsibility is the ultimate act of power, giving you the freedom to build your destiny. Real, sustainable productivity is not about isolating yourself in a dark room and working continuously until you collapse. True success requires you to maintain a healthy social balance, interacting regularly with your family, friends, and community. When you neglect your relationships, your emotional health suffers, leading to rapid burnout. Spending quality time with the people you care about provides a natural emotional release that relaxes your mind. It grounds your perspective, reduces daily stress, and restores your enthusiasm when you return to your desk. By balancing your career with deep, meaningful relationships, you ensure your journey remains fulfilling. Your time on this earth is strictly limited, and once a day has passed, you can never get those hours back. Many people waste their lives living in past regrets or future anxieties, letting their precious daily energy slip through their fingers. Reclaiming your life requires you to focus entirely on the value of the present. Treat every single day as a highly valuable resource, and strive to use your moments wisely for important, growth-oriented tasks. Refuse to let trivial activities or toxic drama steal your attention currency. Investing your daily hours with clear intent is the most powerful gift you can give to your future self. Mastering your daily energy cycles, protecting your focus, and learning how to enter the flow state is ultimately about reclaiming control of your destiny. When you stop reacting to every distraction and choose to align your efforts with your biology, you step into a state of calm authority. You are no longer guided by public expectations, but by your own clear purpose. Your mind, attention, and time are the most valuable assets you possess. Do not let a noisy world steal them from you. Commit to the fundamentals of focus, manage your daily energy cycles with discipline, and protect your peace of mind. Your journey toward personal growth, absolute productivity, and life mastery begins in the quiet of your very next focus hour. You have walked through the physical, mental, and environmental steps of entering the flow state. You now possess the strategic triggers, energy maps, and boundary-setting techniques required to multiply your daily productivity and work with absolute clarity. But remember, focus is not a short-term trick you use to escape stress. It is a permanent lifestyle of respect and discipline for your own mind. Take active responsibility for your time, guard your attention currency like gold, and let your consistency do the talking for you. Your presence will naturally become steady, and your success will become inevitable as you commit to these daily, quiet practices. Move forward with absolute confidence, step out of your comfort zone, and reclaim complete command over your destiny. Your ultimate potential is waiting for you in the very next hour of deep, undisturbed focus.